going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to review Port Adelaide's clash against West Coast for round 7 of 2017. Unfortunately, last weekend we couldn't get over the line against West Coast, going down by 10 points in what was a very exciting yet very frustrating game for us to watch. I didn't go to the game, unfortunately. I had a personal birthday to attend to, so I watched the game live though, and I just kept getting frustrated. The game kept getting away from us, and it was something, you know, it was more around the contest mainly. We were losing the game, and then on the break, West Coast were just very quick, and we couldn't defend their attack, especially in the first half. We caught back up in the second half. We got back to our normal 2017 best, as you would say. But the one crucial thing that really lost us this game was missed opportunities. I've said it for the last 8 weeks now, 7 rounds in. Every single week we've got to take our opportunities. I don't care if we're playing the crappiest team in the AFL. We've got to take our opportunities. 12 goals 15 to 15 goals 7. The story's right there. I mean, you can't win matches if you miss simple shots. Travis Boak missed one. Mr. Sitter, basically, in the first quarter. There was a couple of others that well missed some throughout the game as well. I think Jarman Impey missed one as well. Jackson Trengove on the quarter-time siren, I think it was as well. Kicked one. Missed one as well. But we've just got to take our opportunities. 15 goals it could have been. 12 goals 15 it was. 15 goals 12. You turn that around, we win the game. 5 points. Simple as that. But every week we've got to take our opportunities. And it doesn't matter who we play. Top team, bottom team. Take your opportunities, you win. And we keep creating opportunities. 22 inside 50s. We had more than West Coast. 22 more. And we couldn't win. Yeah, we played well on stages, but these are the games you want to win at home against an equally placed team in West Coast, and we couldn't get the job done. It highlights the fact we can beat on teams that are lower than us, but once you get to that top 8, 6 or whatever teams that are up there or above us, we seem to crack on occasions, and when we don't take our... Wow, that was awful, that English, really. But yeah, as I was saying, if you don't take those opportunities against the better teams, you're going to lose every time. Doesn't matter if you've got 9 opportunities, 10 opportunities, whatever inside 50 count you have small. But if you take every opportunity from those inside 50s, you're still going to win the game. Obviously, you know, if you get 5 inside 50s for the game, you kick 5 goals, you're not going to win. But, in saying that, you get 22 more inside 50s. If you take those scores, you win the game by 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. We just couldn't do it on the day. And it's a little disappointing as well because it was at home. And going on with that, taking those opportunities, we broke through the Weagles' web, but every time we got to, you know, a stoppage or we had a free kick going in, we always bombed the frickin' ball. You're not going to mark it. Yeah, we have Trengove, Dixon, Ryder on occasions as well. Westhoff if he's down there. They're still not going to mark it because they've got 6, 7 players all standing in a big circle ready to take that mark. Shannon Hearn, Jerry McGovern, Barras, all these types of players, they're ready to take that mark because they know exactly what's going to happen. And it's just frustrating to watch. We played like similar to this against the Crows. The Giants, we ran out of steam basically, just trying to keep up because all our runners. But that's a different story there. But against the Crows, wasted opportunities, did a similar thing. West Coast, same thing. Missed opportunities, couldn't take them. Had too many passengers in that game as well. Sam Gray, you're a star, mate. You stood up in that game. Charlie Dixon as well. Paddy Ryder played his best game for Port Adelaide, I believe. He was unbelievable, right around the ground. You know, and it's frustrating, especially when you had the chance to go top 2. Imagine that, top 2 going into China this week. heavy favourites you would have been. You would have been eager to go because it's China, it's the first game, and it would have been a wonderful scene. But now you're picking up the pieces, Port, and now our supporters are worried because Gold Coast are in fine form now. They're ready for China, and you know what? This has Gold Coast winning all over it. If you don't pick up your game and take your opportunities, it's the main thing from that last week. Last week, other than that, we were in the game the whole time, even with 32 points down. West Coast ran out of steam, and we kept coming at them. I'm getting angry for no reason. It's only round 7, 4 and 3. We're still in the top 8, but it's just frustrating to know that we could have been top 2 and we had a chance to really pencil in a spot, mainly in the top 4, because our run over the next few weeks, it's quite good. Geelong after the bye, but then we've got the likes of Brisbane, North Melbourne, West Coast, Essendon, West Coast later on the year. Sorry, we got, I think, Fremantle again, I'm not sure, but Essendon away as well, but yeah. Oh well, let's move on, because otherwise I'm going to get steam coming out of my ears. Right, let's move on. Let's make a little bit of, let's get on the lighter side of this video. Because I'm getting angry. I'm getting very frustrated just talking about it because it was a game we should have won. But anyway, the things I learnt, 4:05 or any sort of twilight time slot for us is not our time slot. 38,000 for a top 8 clash with West Coast on a Saturday afternoon, or Saturday twilight even. It's a little disappointing. We had a twilight game against Freo early in the year. Yeah, it was only round 2, and it was a Sunday. 38, I think it was the same crowd, 38,000 there, so that's not too bad. But yesterday, Saturday should have been at least over 40. I mean, if you have the chance to go, go. If not, get someone else. There's so many Facebook pages. Go through the club. Lend your ticket. It's the best way. We fill up the Portress and we get the crowd rocking, get the players rocking, and we get some, wins, momentum. It's a little disappointing, but I can't speak because I didn't go. But I gave away my ticket, if that's any consolation. But yeah. The next thing I learnt, players, they look like, the whole group itself looked like they were just already a week ahead. They're already looking at China, which in hindsight might be a good thing. They're mentally prepared for this week against the Gold Coast in China, in Shanghai. They're ready to go. It might be a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because we lost. We lost to West Coast, a team we're probably in a similar position to us, and now they're 3rd or 4th on the ladder, and we're down on the verge of the 8. Just inside with St Kilda, Melbourne, Gold Coast now pushing through. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Number 3, Chad Wingard is thriving. He's absolutely thriving in the midfield. 34 disposals, kicked a goal. Pretty much best on ground for me as well. He was everywhere in that first quarter, and he loves the midfield. He was really on point. So well done, Chad Wingard. You are stepping up to the plate and looking like back to your All-Australian form, which was good to see, and not becoming a passenger like you have been over the last couple of years, or last year, let's just say. But you're still good. But it's time for you to step up, and you're proving yourself, which is fantastic. So, brownie points for Chad Wingard. Robbie Gray needs a rest. That's the other thing I learnt. Obviously, he's going to travel to China because we want our best group playing in China, but he needs a rest. So, the bye will come in handy, but he needs 1 or 2 more after that. Otherwise, we might see him out more during the year. But yeah, Robbie Gray needs a rest for me. Just so he gets, back to his best, because he's looking a bit scrappy out there. And we need him back in the midfield because he wins those contests. He does kick the goals, which is good, but we need players in the midfield too. We wish we had 2 Robbie Grays, but we don't. So give him a rest and get him prepared for the second half of the year, I think. Alright, the votes. My 3-2-1 for this game against West Coast, round 7. 1 vote goes to Chad Wingard. As I stated before, fantastic in the midfield, looking really good there. 34 possessions, kicked a goal, just everywhere. a lot of fantasy points too. So there's an idea for any of you fantasy lovers or players out there. Chad Wingard, 200s in a week, I'm pretty sure he did. So there's an option for you, especially if you're going to be playing forward more. 2 votes, Paddy Ryder. Best game for Port Adelaide. Best game for Port Adelaide. Best game this year for him as well. Unbelievable. Just everywhere on the ruck. Everywhere. Kicked a goal, which brought us back. Just, he was everywhere. Taking marks. He took a good grab on the wing, I'm pretty sure it was. So he looked back to his best, which was fantastic to see for Paddy. We hope to see a lot more of him do what he did last weekend in the coming weeks, especially with some big games ahead. He looks to be back to his good form again. So keep it up, Paddy, doing really well. 3 votes goes to big Charlie Dixon. Charlie Dixon, 2 games in a row, he's absolutely dominant. Kicked 3 goals, 20-odd possessions. I can't remember the amount of contested marks. I should have written it down, but I didn't because I'm unorganised. But yeah, Charlie Dixon, fantastic to see him just thriving again. This is the best he's ever played for Port. 2 weeks in a row, he's in fantastic nick. He's kicked 7 goals in 2 weeks. Plays on Stephen May this week against the Gold Coast. So hopefully he can beat him. But at the moment, Charlie, he looks in fine form. He looks slick. He's picking up the ball cleanly. Getting the big jukes out. Taking those good marks as well up forward. Taking those contested marks, which he wasn't taking last year. And he's really thriving. And that goal he kicked in the last quarter, woo, top notch. Especially from the boundary, 50 out. And that got everyone going. So, Charlie Dixon, keep it up, mate. You're doing fantastic. That's it. Another review is done and dusted. Round 7 is finished. On a side note as well, horrible week for tipping. Horrible! I got 3 out of 9, which is disgraceful. I think, what was the stat? There was a stat saying every underdog or every team that was paying lower or the team wasn't expected to win did win. That's the first time ever in the history of the AFL/VFL that's happened. So that's positive if your team is struggling, they got to win. So congratulations to them. It's not congratulations to the tippers because we are pulling our hair out. And as you can see, my haircut's not the best anymore, so starting to lose some hair. Not good. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Catch me on the Portraits Podcast, 8 PM SA time on Wednesday night. We're going to discuss the West Coast game. Look forward to China and a whole bunch more after that. Check out the YouTube channel as well, which I'm helping out on. So a lot of good content coming up on there as well. Some more stuff this week for myself on ThePear as well. So keep in touch. Keep a lookout is what I meant to say. And a lot more so exciting things to come. Port Adelaide in China this week. It's going to be an absolute beauty. And a historic one as well. So hopefully the boys win. Anyway, I'm Anthony. And I'm ThePear.